Thank you for checking out my channel. Today I'd like to talk about my game Sign Off. I started this project back in 2021. At the time, I was simply honing my skills and learning how to make things work in-game. Originally, there were only 3 signs, no textures, no animations, and everything took place in a small apartment setting. Even so, it was surprisingly fun to run around, shoot signs, and collect coins. There were a few things that influenced the creation of Sign Off. I wanted gameplay that captured some of the excitement of Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies. At the time, I was working as a city transit bus driver. I often noticed road signs with bullet holes in them, and that sparked the idea of using signs instead of zombies as enemies. To be honest, my skills at the time weren't advanced enough to create fully rigged and animated zombies. Signs, on the other hand, were simple, recognizable, and much easier to build. Interestingly, I'd taken the bus driving job to help overcome my fear of driving, so the road-themed setting fit perfectly with the driving anxiety I was already working through. As development continued, I added loot boxes, resource boxes, power-ups, and all kinds of gameplay systems. I spent some time researching different types of road signs and finding creative ways to turn them into enemies with upgrades and game mechanics. Not many of my colleagues have created a game completely from scratch, a true farm-to-table product. It may still be a while before I break even on the time and money I've invested, but building this game and growing a small community around it has been time well spent. I've learned a tremendous amount through this journey. More importantly, I have a much better understanding of what it takes to develop, package, and ship a game. The lessons I've learned from Sign Off will help guide my future projects as my skills continue to grow and catch up with my ambitions. With that said, let's take a look at the new DLC and everything that's been added to the world of Sign Off. This July I will be releasing new content with a 21% launch discount to encourage wish listers to check out the full package. The DLC area, which was once barren, has been completely transformed into a ring of floating islands, featuring 100 targets. Players can jump from island to island, making their way around the ring while shooting targets along the way. Once all 100 targets have been hit, the doors to the DMV located at the center of the islands will open. Inside the DMV, players can purchase licenses for certain game types. During sign bans, having a proper license will grant bonus pay for those signs taken down. Without a license, shooting the wrong sign can result in costly infraction fees. The DMV also introduces a new vending machine that dispenses random platforms. Previously, platforms were rare and highly useful items that players had to find during gameplay. Now there's a way to obtain them and experiment with different building strategies. Chances are, if you're watching this video, you have not had the opportunity to explore far into the world of Sign Off yet. Sign Off is a fast-paced platform shooter where road signs chase you down. Each enemy type has its own unique loot table, dropping perks, ammunition, money, and upgrades. Easter eggs are scattered throughout the game, and the gameplay has taken unexpected turns. Players will encounter drones, robots, and even bear traps designed to stop your progress. As the game continues, the difficulty increases and more dangerous sign types begin to appear. Along the way, players can build defensive bases with barricades and collect special items from resource boxes. However, you have to be careful. If the vending machines are used too frequently, they will eventually shut down and require power before they can be used again. I spent roughly 600 hours developing and playing Sign Off. While there are still performance improvements I'd like to make, I'm genuinely proud of the game I've created and continue to enjoy playing it every time I launch it. If you haven't had a chance to check out Sign Off, I invite you to check it out on Steam and give it a try. Every review helps the game grow and supports continued development through frequent updates. The base game is free to play and will remain free forever. If you'd like to support future development, please consider adding the Sign Off DLC to your wishlist. Thank you all for your support, and be sure to subscribe for more projects, updates, and behind-the-scenes development content here on my channel. Signing off, and happy hunting.